We are back with Twisted Pine on Country Pocket on WUSB. I might not have a voice, but they certainly do. Um, the new album is called Love Your Mind. They are performing on at in New York City this Thursday at Drum with Damn Tall Buildings. And well, the song you just heard, it was called Chanel Perfume. Um, Definitely a song that maybe isn't so bluegrass, but uh, very much performed with certain progressive bluegrass styles, certain bluegrass instruments. Um, Tell me about putting that all together in service of such a different genre.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like Kathleen said earlier, alluded to earlier. When we're writing songs and stuff, uh we really kind of get inspired by, some music that we're into at the time, or just like a certain vibe. And we really try not to think about like, okay, this is going to be about limiting ourselves to like, oh, what makes sense for like a bluegrass band, or like will this make sense at a bluegrass show or for a bluegrass audience. We want to let the song kind of be what it is, and let it be what it is fully, and really like lean into what's kind of coming out. So with Chanel Perfume, that kind of, there's definitely a lot of, kind of old school like soul and R&B and funk influence. And we just really wanted to just kind of, like the challenge for us then is like, how do we then get that feeling across, that vibe across, with, the instrumentation that we have. And it's something that we've been kind of working on for a long time. We play a lot of covers, for example, and like we may do, a Bill Withers tune, or something like that, or a, funky versions of like Bill Monroe tunes, or like we'll draw upon like Wolfpack tunes. And so we've been for a while now, we've been working at adopting these kind of different kinds of grooves and vibes and feelings onto, the instrumentation that we have. So with Chanel, that was like just an example. I think it may be, one of the first like original songs that we've written that was like really wholly in that kind of funk lane. And we just wanted to go with it. We just wanted to kind of, you know um, kind of go for it. So we were listening to a lot of like Marvin Gaye and Aretha Franklin, and like all of that kind of informed the kind of the way that we were playing and the way we were trying to get the music to come across.
Yeah, feel like this is an interesting song because you talk about not wanting to waste Chanel perfume, but correct me if I'm wrong, you're not actually talking about wasting Chanel perfume.
Yeah, it's like don't use up my time in this way, like I'm trying to I'm trying to get out there, strut my stuff, be free, be me, and I don't need someone standing in my way telling me that I can't do that, or um that I'm not allowed to, or yeah, it's just like not letting someone like take control of you.
Yeah, you said maybe sometimes you're willing to go along with someone, but you can't let them interpret that as having that control.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shared space and an equal platform. But yeah, my mom growing up used to place Chanel on a pretty high list on a for potential dates for me. She was from Jersey, so she was like, Is he gonna send you a nice bottle of Chanel? He's a keeper. And I'd be like, okay, mom. But that's not really what I'm placing emphasis on these days.
I would say that's a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really old school.
I'm also enjoying the impressions.
uh, yeah, they come out sometimes.
When you posted on social media about this song, you talked about staying within your power. What does that mean to you? And if you want to do it in a Jersey accent, feel free.
Okay. Yeah, staying in my power. I guess knowing who you are at the center and what you need at the center of who you are. And I think sometimes we lose our power when we, you know, maybe are too easygoing or allow others, to take advantage of us in these like different ways. Um, and it's kind of like I think like remembering like who you are and like the respect that you deserve if you're not feeling that. Um, I think that's something that's like really important, especially for like in this day and age of, or just every day and age that has existed prior to this day and age. For women in particular, there's so much, so many people out there that are trying to take away what is ours, what belongs to us. I won't say specifically what the listeners can interpret that in any way they want. But yeah, and I don't think anyone has the right to do that, like each individual person has a access and right to themselves and should be free in every way. So that's kind of what I'm talking about.
All right. Um, Thank you guys so much for coming on to talk to me. I always like to close the show by having an artist pick a song for them to play out on. The only rule is that they can't have had anything to do with creating it.
Hmm.
So
Ooh.
um, I'm gonna let you guys go for one that pushes the boundaries of bluegrass.
Whoa.
Pushes the boundaries of bluegrass. I was going to say rock steady.
That's what I was thinking too. That's so funny.
What
Um,
about, do you guys? Oh, sorry, there's a truck going by.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been really obsessed with the Kaya Cater record, the new Kaya Cater
mm,
record, Strange Medicine. There's a track there called In Montreal that starts out with this really sick clawhammer banjo part. It's absolutely pushing the boundaries of bluegrass, if you could even call it bluegrass, but it has clawhammer banjo, so I think that's enough consideration.
Sure. Let's do
yeah.
it. Shout out Kaya Cater.
Woo.
Rock steady and in Montreal. Thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Trevor.
Trevor.
Thanks a
They
lot,
are
Trevor.
Twisted Pine. The concert is Thursday at 8 in New York, and the new album is Love Your Mind.